Geetha sadhana soapaana, the steps for spiritual practice according to Geetha. So, in that, we have been seeing a little bit. Now, we are continuing with it Geetha and other systems. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Geetha and other systems. One notices that in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, as well as in the greater epic, the Mahabharata, we find certain concepts which are also seen in Sankhya Yoga, Vaisheshika, and Mimamsa philosophies. An extraordinary feature of the Gita is to accept in general these concepts, to enlarge upon their scope so as to be in harmony with the Vedantic tradition, providing a place for them where they fit in and transcending them when their purpose has been served. For example, the concepts contained in the Mimamsa philosophy get noticed in the Gita most evidently in its relation to Vedic karma. The Gita, along with the Mimamsakas, accepts the need for the performance of the obligatory duties while summarily rejecting the Sankhya point of view that all Vedic karma must be given up as it involves injury to and the killing of animals. The Mimamsakas base their insistence on the performance of karma on dharma, righteous action, and in matters concerning what constitutes dharma and adharma, unrighteous action. The scriptures alone are to be taken as authority. Naturally, sacrifices, charity, and austerities, the first in particular, get special stress in the Mimamsa school. The Vedas, just like it is for the Mimamsakas, are the foundation for Vedanta also, and it is therefore not surprising that Vedic karmas in the form of sacrifice, charity, and austerity receives a special importance in the Gita. While in verses such as 3:10 and 3:13 to 15, the word yajna, sacrifice, seems to learn toward the Mimamsa view. At other places, the word sacrifice, yajna, gets a much larger scope, in which the word yajna signifies the supreme reality. Yajna is indeed Vishnu. Taittiriya Upanishad, Yajna vai Vishnu. And all actions should be done for the sake of that. In the Bhagavad Gita, 3:8, the need for the inescapable performance of karma as part of one's daily obligatory duties is evident. But in other places, the concept of karma receives attention in relation to some other practice where the inadequacy of karma has been made clear. However efficacious it was stated to be in other places, notwithstanding. The need to desist from desire prompted karma, kamya karma, is common to both the Gita and the Mimamsa school. One branch of the Mimamsa does not accept at all the type of liberation envisaged in Vedanta. The other branch asserts that the mere performance of daily duties or incidental obligatory duties, nitya and naimittika karmas, in order to escape from the penalty that accrues from their non-performance will lead to liberation after death. This, they claim, is due to the fact that the performance of these obligatory duties will act as penances, expiation, and atonement for all past sins. Though in verse 7:28, there seems to be an echo of this sentiment. Actually, this verse does not assure us that our present good deeds have the capacity to wash away the effects of all of the evil deeds performed in uncountable past lives. Although the Gita rejects both these branches of Mimamsa, the need for the performance of obligatory duties In a sense of surrender to the Lord is accepted as a means of the purification of the mind, but not beyond that. The is Sankhya view is that the knowledge of the manifest, the Vyakta, the unmanifest, the Avyakta, and the knower of these, the Jnata, will cause liberation. Sankhya view. Knowledge of the manifest, the Vyakta, unmanifest, the Avyakta, and the knower, that is Jnata, will cause liberation. The Sankhya philosophy bases itself on the premise that the universe is real as it is perceivable by the senses. Next, and this is a core concept of the school, as its name itself indicates. The is the concept of pradhana, or the unmanifest nature, which is said to be consisting of the three qualities, the three gunas, in a state of equilibrium, and which exists independently, is eternal, and is that which modifies itself into the visible universe. The Gita is in agreement with this school to the extent that it accepts merely for the purpose of teaching the unmanifest nature consisting of the this unmanifest nature, that the visible universe emerges. But in the Gita, unlike Sankhya philosophy, Prakriti is taken to be Maya, uh, illusion, and does not exist independent of the Lord, under whose oversight it has to create. The Lord is beyond both the manifest universe and the unmanifest nature. Nature or Prakriti, being inert and unconscious, cannot become the cause of the manifest universe. It is only when it is in the presence of the eternally conscious Lord that the universe can manifest. Both the manifest and the unmanifest are classified in the Gita as the lower Prakriti, consisting of the five elements: the mind, the intellect, and the ego, and the individual being responsible for the life functions, the jiva, is referred to as the higher Prakriti. Through these two grades of nature, Prakriti, the Lord is said to be the cause of the universe. According to the Gita, all the objects in the universe, both manifest and unmanifest, are to be included in what is denoted by the term field. Both manifest and unmanifest are to be included in what is denoted by the term field, kshetra. And this includes everything that is different from the knower of the field, kshetrajna. As per the teaching of the Gita, it is the seeming association of the field and the field knower which conjures up the entire creation. Nature, Prakriti, consisting of the three gunas, is the sole agent responsible for all actions, and the Purusha, the knower of the field, is said to be the enjoyer of the results. So, all the while the Purusha in his real nature remains as the changeless witness of all activities of the three gunas. Even though the Purusha is not the agent of any activity, he seems to be so as a result of ignorance by which he is seemingly associated with the body, etc., which are merely the effects of nature, Prakriti, made up of three gunas. Unlike the Sankhya school, the Gita teaches that because the Lord resides equally in every being as their very self, He is imperishable. Even though all the beings made of nature, the three gunas must perish. The Lord has to be separated from the nature, which is a product of ignorance, through the correct and complete knowledge of the field and the field nowhere. In short, even though Gita accommodates Sankhya to the extent of accepting its views on the gunas and the need for discrimination between the Purusha and Prakriti, it rejects completely the Sankhya concept of an independently existing nature or Prakriti, which transforms itself into the universe in spite of remaining eternal. Sankhya also rejects the need for performing any enjoined Vedic karmas, while the Gita insists they are essential for purification of the mind and that abandoning should be considered to be the outcome of tamas, darkness, and ignorance. Bhagavad Gita. While the Gita recognizes the ultimate Purusha and the goal as envisioned in the Gita is attaining the transcendental reality called Brahman, the Sankhya ideal includes no such ultimate Purusha and envisions only a state of Kaivalya in which an individual Purusha who is thought to be one among many other Purushas, the gets detached from a real Prakriti. So we have a longer lecture here. I think let us discuss this in the next session. हरे राम हरे कृष्ण सद्गुरु चरणार्पितमस्तु सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु सज्जनाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ओम तत्सत् कृष्णार्पणमस्तु.